The NFL offseason is truly a wild ride, isn't it? Just when one thinks every conceivable trade scenario has been heard, another one pops up, making one wonder if general managers are playing a giant game of fantasy football. This time, the chatter is about the Atlanta Falcons potentially acquiring veteran defensive tackle Shelby Harris from the Cleveland Browns. A move that Corey Woodruff of For the Win suggests would make sense for both sides. Honestly, compared to some of the other proposals floating around, this one at least has a ring of plausibility to it. Let's break down why this idea is gaining traction. From the Cleveland Browns' perspective, the logic is pretty straightforward. They've invested in their defensive line's future, drafting Mason Graham and expecting Mike Hall Jr. to return healthy after a rookie season marred by injuries. At 34 years old and entering the final year of his contract doesn't quite fit their long-term timeline. He's been a solid contributor, coming off a 2024 season with 37 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and a forced fumble in 14 games. But for a team looking to clear space for younger talent and potentially gain some draft capital, moving a veteran like Harris makes a lot of sense. It's a classic move for a team transitioning to its next phase. Now, let's look at it from the Atlanta Falcons side. Woodruff argues that Harris would be an ideal addition because the Falcons are a bit weak in the middle of the defensive line. In terms of run support, he suggests that Harris, a reliable veteran, could get more playing time in Atlanta and genuinely make the team better, and there's some truth to that. While the Falcons have a cornerstone in Grady Jarrett and have added other pieces, depth and consistent run stuffing in the interior are always valuable, especially in a division with strong running games. A veteran presence like Harris, who understands how to play in the trenches and has a track record of contributing, could certainly bolster the defensive line rotation. He wouldn't be expected to be a game wrecker, but rather a solid, reliable player who can hold his ground against the run and occasionally push the pocket. However, the article doesn't specify what the Falcons would have to give up for Harris. Given his age, contract status, and the Browns' motivation to clear space, it's highly unlikely to be more than a late-round draft pick, perhaps a 6th or 7th rounder. If that's the case, the cost would be minimal, making the potential benefit of adding a proven veteran for depth more appealing. The question then becomes, how much does a 34-year-old defensive tackle, even a reliable one, truly move the needle? For a team with playoff aspirations? While he could certainly help with run support and provide a stable presence, this isn't a blockbuster move that transforms the defense overnight. It's a depth acquisition, a smart, low-risk move to shore up a specific area of need. It's not the kind of trade that generates massive headlines, but it's the kind of practical, under-the-radar move that good teams often make to round out their roster. Compared to the previous trade proposals discussed, this one feels far more grounded in reality and less like a desperate gamble. It doesn't involve trading away a young, high-potential player to a division rival, nor does it involve giving up a massive asset for minimal return. Instead, it's a sensible, mutually beneficial exchange that addresses a need for one team and clears space for another. So, while it might not be the flashiest move, acquiring Shelby Harris could be a quiet, effective way for the Falcons to bolster their defensive line and improve their run defense as they head into the season. What are your thoughts on this potential trade? Is adding a veteran like Shelby Harris a smart, low-cost move for the Falcons, or should they be looking for more impactful additions? Share your opinions in the comments.